Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, boy. Alert flare, flare. Shit. Go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yeah, 70 ending. Echo. Strong right. 3 heads, yeah.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. On 2nd and 7, Prescott being chased down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Quinnen Williams able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. in danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 9. Check 9. So we're going to 53.
Prescott from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Set, hut. Sit to Pittsburgh. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4 down. 4 down.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. No, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. Go to base. Ball try. 4 down. 11.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a 2nd one.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
first down. Grant. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on second down. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
We got motion. Back up, back up. Where's 52? 52. 52's the mic. Switch. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Check. Fresno. Yeah. Check. 26.
On first down, it's Grant. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Switch up. Shift. He's clear. He's checking crap. Check nickel. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Get set. Get ready. Check three. Check three. Check three. Zip it. Roy.
They'll run on first down. Grant looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Grant. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Jags grab it. And some room to work. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch the ship. Go. Watch the ship.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. Open man is Gordon. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Slam! Go!
On 1st down, it's Grant. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got 4. We got go. Yep, go.
This is Grant. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Hey, I got him, on me.
They'll run on for 8. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Kill. Squeeze. Twist. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. SOS.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Next to score, Jaguars 35, Texans 3. Matt Bosher set to
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw is Prescott. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. 25 to Mike. Silver. Here we go, 46. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Wide, get wide. Out. Blue draw quickly. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here we go.
Now a give, right side. It's Grant. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 52's the mic. Check.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
We're ready. 18 Gator. We got tight left. 4 down. Yes. Check 13.
Here's Murray from midfield. Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Quarterbacking 101. You never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Past the 20. Jaguars. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
The 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They will run with Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check 50, check 50.
No.
On first down, Grant. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 42-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Yup, yup. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
So don't say nothing.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Back. Check.
On third down, Murray flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Check 25.
Off. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Same on. Shit. Slam.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Check, ready. Now to work. Big edge. Under crunch. Check 4. Check 3. What? Show it.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Under 10, 10. Watch safety green.
They go back to Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Coming to you, coming to you. Deuce.
Hey,
Swing.
check 24.
Check. Lucky. Hey, alert 3. Yo, hey, I need one over here.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Manhertz, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead will swell by one more.
The score, Jaguars 56, Texans 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the curl.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. And the Texans first down.